time.
Probably. Hey, hello.
Hello.
It's already Tuesday afternoon.
Yes.
The most beautiful weather
I
outside.
have to move over here because I feel like I'm sitting way over in the other side of
We
the
can
world.
never get, we're going to have to put like an X on the table so we know our marker is.
Our marker.
Because it's
Yes.
never the same.
We're Twinkies today, too.
We got our little black t-shirts on and we're ready to go. This is Run It Studios presents Inspiring New Growth with Trina and Networking in the 417. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching, please drop your name in the comments. Let us know what chapter you're a part of. Or if you're not, just say, hey, just wanted to watch. Also, if you are part of the concert series, that's what I'm calling it. If you're going to be playing at the Joe Rickman Memorial Concert and you're watching, please ask to come onto the live video and we'll invite you in to talk about your performance at the concert. The schedule's getting full. We're trying to get some of those folks scheduled so we can talk about it.
I'm reminding Allie right now.
Yes, I was hoping Allie would be able to chime in too. So I can't believe that's already this coming weekend, right? It's not the next week.
It's this weekend.
It's this week.
Oh, trust me.
Can
you not tell by this crazy
stress.
face?
I can only imagine.
It's very exciting, though. You know, when you're putting something together like this, it is a lot of work and it's stressful, but it's also so incredibly exciting.
Well, let's even talk a little bit about how networking made it easier. It's still hard, but easier for you to put all that together.
I will do that. Hold on. Let me tell Allie, remind her I have to tell one of our performers, hey.
Allie, jump in.
Yeah.
Allie with the red hair.
Allie with the red hair. That's right.
Every time I talk to her, I'm like just impressed with that hair. I'm like, she
hair
has this amazing long red curly hair that it's like, you're just like, that's what people try to get with your like curling iron and hot rollers.
Yes.
It never happens.
So she actually, she has a streaming station that she does, and they actually have it set up to where her hair is one of the things.
Hit send or she'll never get the message.
Yes. But her hair is one of the emojis that somebody created on there.
Awesome.
Yeah, on Twitch.
That is awesome.
So, she has a live streaming channel on Twitch, and so when you're on there, you can share her hair.
Share her hair. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, networking. How did that make it a little less painful putting such a big event together?
It made it so amazing because our whole dream for that concert was, of course, to honor Joe's legacy of giving to the community and to give to Make-A-Wish. But it was a layer deeper than that. It was about community. And, you know, my networking friends, it's just so incredible how reaching out to the people I know through networking. So, example would be, Dr. Christopher Gross with Ozark Functional Wellness is a chiropractor, acupuncturist, functional wellness doctor. He's amazing. And he's a part of ING. But one of his hobbies is website design. It entertains him. And so last year when we came up with the idea for the concert, he said immediately, I would love to help. Can I create your website for you? Aww. So then we were looking for a place to have it. Oh, there she is.
Hi, Allie.
Hey, we're going to bring you on here in just a second.
See if you can ask to join so I can see it pop up.
Yeah, ask to join and we'll bring you up and talk to you. Well, here's a great example of networking. So Allie and I have run in the same circles since back in the 90s, but we didn't know each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have all kinds of mutual friends. So Allie's background is she was hired at the age of 17 to move here from Texas for the Shoji Tabuchi show. Yeah. And so here she was a performer at Shoji's. Well, one of my very best friends from college was a performer at the Meltilla show at the same time. And so we had a lot of friends that we knew. She worked with one of my friends as one of the dancers there. We knew a lot of the same people. Yeah. But it wasn't until networking that we met each other and just immediately were friends. And she was actually, she goes, I don't see asked to join. Can we bring her on camera?
Well,
hold on, we're looking for it. We're new at this.
I'll allow our viewers to request to join. I've got it on.
It's on there.
So there should be somewhere where you're watching, Allie, where it says request to join.
Hold on, let me look on mine. So, uno momento.
Troubleshooting on the fly.
1 minute, please. So, but we just automatically were friends, and so this became the logic behind the concert part of it. So, hold on, I'm going to Run It Studios. We're on here live.
Oopsie. No. Don't do that.
Where are we? Why are we not live? Why can't I not see us?
I don't know.
Let me refresh it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, look.
There we are live.
There we are. Okay, so I'm gonna go to us live.
We'll probably get crazy feedback.
And Gary's on there too.
See what that does. Okay. So, you guys, if you're down there next to the comments, look to the immediate left, you'll see an arrow, and then to the left of that, you'll see a little picture-in-picture. Tap on that. It's going to ask you if you want to join. Request to join. There you go.
Little picture-in-picture right next to the arrow on comments. Like you're going to write a comment. You click on that, and it says join. Because Gary's here too. So,
cool.
2 performers for the concert.
All right. Oh, Gary got on first.
Go, Gary.
Approve.
We're trying to. Oh, there's Allie.
Add.
Ask.
Send request.
Yeah.
Where'd Allie go? Boop. There we go. Approve. Hit approve. It should be fine. I don't know why it keeps asking us to request him.
Okay.
Unable to add requests.
Add guest.
Can be added.
While a user is connecting. It's adding. It's adding you right now.
I wonder if we can only do one person at a time.
Well, it shouldn't have given us 2, but we can talk to one and then the other. So this is how we learn. Hands on. So Gary Turner is also working to join us live. And, I'm sure he's going to tell you guys this, but and he was a teacher for a long time and just started singing out and about, gigging and professionally not very long ago. But again, that was a connection through networking. So, absolutely incredible. So did it
disappear?
What happened? We may have to try it again.
Here.
Okay.
Add.
We're going to add Gary. We don't know why it keeps saying coming and going. We're trying to add both of you.
This is a connectivity deal because sometimes we have trouble with the connection here.
Yeah. It does. Okay. Maybe we're going to get to talk to you guys.
Maybe. Would be very frustrated if it is.
While we're waiting for them to connect, though, I just want to say you figure it out and I'll talk. I'll do a little shuffle off to Buffalo here. So we are at Vino Cellars. So they are the sponsor for the Run It Studios broadcast here. And we are so thrilled that they have allowed us to come in and take over the joint every Tuesday. And it's so thrilling. So I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on at Vino. If you have not been to Vino, this place has such a great atmosphere. And I tell you, at lunchtime, it is such a nice vibe to come in here and sit and work. I have come in several times.
Just decline the video. Guys, help out. Yeah.
But I wonder why it's not letting us add Allie.
I don't know.
We don't know what is happening. So we're trying to approve Gary. And it says that there are 2.
Yeah.
On here.
It does that every time. It says,
maybe we don't. We just hang here for a minute. I don't know. But while we're waiting, again, I'm not exactly sure. I'm so confused.
I'm gonna do a little
reset. You know what? Just take him off there for a second. Let's see what that does. Okay. So we allowed you. Okay. Well, it says. Hmm. Okay, you keep doing that.
Yeah.
Tech guru.
Go ahead.
So April. Hey, Ethan, is your April 30th full now? Are we moving into May?
I don't think it's full.
Okay.
So that's
Okay. So you can go to the Vino Cellars website and check it out. They have on April 30th at 6 p.m. They have Iron Song, Battle for the Piedmont, Vietti versus Vira. Listen to me get that. So you can check that out. May 3rd. This just excites me every time I read it. At 10:30 a.m. we have Brunching Around the World, and it's the Italian countryside. So you can come and have an Italian brunch and learn about the wines, and the food here is absolutely incredible. So May 6th at 6 p.m., we have VCU, The Many Faces of Rosé. So if you're a rosé fan, that would be a good one to come to. And then May 14th, we have the Pacific Northwest Uncorked. Owen Rowe wines. I like that. The names they come up with are just absolutely incredible. Cool. But in addition to that, they have an ongoing wine flight boarding pass. And what that is you come in and you get to choose 4 wines that you're going to sample, and then you get 10% on any take-home bottle from your flight. So that is quite the deal. And I can tell you that I've just not had a wine here I wasn't in love with. So Gary says he thinks he's joined, but he's not sure.
I don't see you.
We don't see you.
Same with Allie. Is there some?
It says Allie's on there too, but I don't see you, Allie. Do you see us? Are you there, Allison?
Above my pay grade.
We don't know. It was said it was supposed to be super easy.
Yeah, I know. I lie.
What kind of crazy is that?
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's there again, requesting.
Approve.
We're gonna try to approve you
Why?
again.
It says approve, but then it's asking me to send you a request. It's set to public, so anyone can watch this. Yes, we know.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, what if I do this and go approve?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then it says it's unable to add us. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
This is very frustrating.
It is very frustrating.
If anyone's got live experience that has had a lot of guests, please let me know what I'm doing wrong.
I mean, we're just following the prompts. I don't know what else it says.
Don't watch the 5 broadcast. Yeah, we know.
Ask Gary to join on video. Okay, Gary, it's gonna send you a request. I don't know why it doesn't say this for Allie. It just says it for you, that we're gonna send a request. So try accepting
I can't join it at this
the
time.
request. Oh, he said he asked to join again.
Yeah.
I
wonder, is there any possible way that your settings are not set to public?
Oh.
Because if you're not public and we are, then it may filter you out. That's the only thing I can think.
Oh, because I know Allie's probably are not set to public if she's on her personal.
That could be why. So you might, if you have a page and you can try going from your public page.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Allie, try
the
going
thing I can
from your the Allie Sings For You page, or from Allie and Grace, or the cats. Let's see what happens then.
Sorry, guys.
And yeah, Gary, yours might be because if your page is not public, it's private and may not be letting you join.
Yeah. It's trying to respect your permissions, so it's not.
I think that's why. Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of. But
so as soon as we see you guys pop up on here, and we love that you're trying. Oh,
yay.
we found it. Bring them on video.
Video.
Yay. It's gonna make us send a request for you, Gary.
It says you can't join. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We got all excited there for a minute because it said bring you on
different.
video.
See if it'll let my finger.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so in your notifications, Gary, I think it's sending a request for permission for you to join, so you might check your notifications. I do not know what on earth. There's Allie. There's her actual page. Now try requesting it, Allie. That's her music page. There's that hair you were talking about.
That hair.
You missed it, Allie. She was talking about how amazing your hair is.
Amazing.
So, yeah. So, yes. Also on her Twitch, her viewers and her Twitch team are called the Humbirds because the hummingbird is her theme. Yeah.
I love hummingbirds.
Yes.
I love hummingbirds.
So she and her daughter, Grace Clenna, have matching hummingbird tattoos. Yes. Because hummingbirds were from her grandmother. And that's who Gracie named after.
That's
cool. And so, yes. And so on her Twitch, she has her hummingbirds. It says there's no request to join link. Dang.
Oh.
We don't know who she is.
I didn't know.
You know who she is?
I don't think she's trying to.
You don't think she's actually trying to join?
Hi,
Shelly.
Hi, Shelly. Shelly, if you know how to add a viewer, let me know because it's not letting me add anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know why Allie's won't come up.
I don't know either. It's gone. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is so weird. And it's not letting us invite you either because.
How many times has Facebook done this to you though that you can't do the same thing twice?
I know, right? I changed it. Oops,
Just hit done. That's
that.
okay. Just hit done. I did that.
Where did I do? Oh, done. Okay.
It'll turn back.
Hey, are we making you dizzy yet?
They might not have seen that.
There's somewhere I thought that we could ask them to be.
Let's see. What's
on it?
We're just gonna start punching things.
Yeah.
Some mute. That in here. Oh, cool! I didn't know I could do that.
An enhanced voice. Look at that.
And I'm paying.
Oh no! Now you change us again.
Stars.
Oh, that's the stars.
I don't need that. What's the stars? Oh, I guess we don't need any. I don't need a link. Sorry, guys. I really.
Plus, I was wondering about if we.
Oh, what's that? We can try Gary again.
We're gonna try Gary again.
We're trying so much.
Now that time, at least it's a connection failed. So that was because of the power. The power. Well, was it comment settings?
Yeah. So I don't know.
What's this guy right here?
I think. I don't know.
Oh,
that changed our light.
Look at this.
I don't like.
You don't like that?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. Hold on. She didn't like that. She wants us to be in the dark.
No, I don't know. Well, we've got that light, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Now let's look at it again.
Don't know.
You don't like being in the spotlight?
No.
Okay.
And that's probably analytics and that's questions. Enable Q&A. We don't need that.
We don't need that. Well, guys, I'm so sorry. We were so excited about this too, but I don't know what else to do. Oh.
Oh, we've had that before. Go ahead and approve.
It says it's adding. Let's see if it does it this time. Because Gary's story is great. Do you know he actually is does like the Great American Songbook. He's a crooner. Yeah, he's oh my gosh, Frank Sinatra, that kind of Michael Bublé. So, and for those of you who don't know, Allie's a rocker. She is an amazing rocker. So, yeah.
Please add.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
It keeps blinking on the screen.
Yeah, it's blinking on our side of the world here saying adding. You know? I don't. Yeah. Is it because you don't have bars?
Bars. I got bars.
You got bars.
And then it just disappeared. I don't think got to.
So sad. Thank you for trying so hard.
Well, at least type out something you're looking forward to with the concert, why
Yeah.
you're doing it. We know why you're doing it, but people can actually read why it's so meaningful to you. I know
Mhm.
everybody last year when I did the interviews, they had no, I mean, all like you said, have great stories about performing and
Mhm.
how music's so important to them. But the stories about Joe, we had just gotten to know each other.
Yes. Right before.
And
Mhm.
I had not yet met Joe. I think I had met every one of your kids, maybe like at least
Right. Right.
we had met. We had B2Bs, and I just felt like I knew him by these conversations and stories, and everybody saying how much he gave and supported. And I was like, what an amazing! It's he's somebody you want to know, and you feel like you know when you hear that.
Mhm.
It's someone who is in your corner, and it was just like, man, that's what everybody hopes to leave as a legacy and an impression on
Mhm.
people. You know that saying, people aren't going to remember what you said, they're going to remember the way you made them feel.
Exactly.
And you could tell Joe made them feel happy and loved.
And happy and loved. And I think, I had the opportunity to talk to a few young engineers that he was mentoring, and completely unscripted, each one of them individually said that he made them feel seen and heard,
Oh,
and he helped them see their value. And that is just really everybody who came into his world. And not because he was mine, I was blessed that he was mine. But I know Allie can tell you that they she was his brother from another mother. He was her brother from
yeah.
another mother. And yeah, he adored her. And talent. And Gary didn't know Joe either. He didn't have the opportunity to meet him, but he found out about the concert through mutual
Mm-hmm.
connections, which again is that networking. It's people who know people who, a friend reached out. Actually, it was Jerry Mathis who reached out and said, how can I help? And I was like, who do you know who would be interested in this? And it takes heart to do something like this, to stand up and to turn down gigs, because that's something that these incredible performers have done. Is they're giving their time and their talent to help these kids, to raise money, but also to honor Joe. And so Joe, actually, growing up, his dad was a music teacher who later became a principal. His mom is a singer. His dad was a concert pianist, and they were all in uh, his whole family. Hi, Carrie. Uh, they were all in a gospel band together, his siblings and his mom and dad. And, it was really just music was kind of his outlet. It was his thing. Um, yeah, he was Allie and the Cat's biggest fan. He loved the band.
Let's get another comment down here.
Oh, he just said
That's
something
okay.
about joining. Yeah. Go back down just a little bit. Gary said something about it. He's trying to join.
Yeah.
I get a join, but it tells me I need to shake my phone to join. Yeah, something's wrong there. But Allie said, that he was an amazing Heart fan, and the first time he ever heard her sing Heart, he was just beside himself. He had near perfect pitch, and for somebody like him, going and hearing music was a joy, but also sometimes he was hearing something different than the rest of us. And we walked away that first time we went to see Allie, and he said, oh my gosh, the talent. Somebody who can sing Heart with that much heart and talent was huge. And so he was a big Heart fan. And so he would always request Heart songs because he knew that she could do them justice, and he loved to hear them do them. And so Allie, bless her heart, she ends every set with his favorite, Barracuda. Aww. And dedicates it to him because she knows that he's right there with her. And he is. And he was just such a tremendous person. He really cared about people. Just so many stories that I didn't even know after he passed away that my kids' friends were coming and telling us of conversations they had with him. He was a huge supporter of Allie's daughter, Grace. Grace is a talented songwriter. And for a little while, like we all do, she was kind of holding herself back. And he just kept telling her, girl, get out there and tell your story. You have such a great story, and share that with people. And that's why we chose to do this, because the giving back, the presence of him. And then Gary joined us last year, and oh my gosh, the talent there. He was so amazing, and everybody loved it so much. It was just absolutely incredible. And the connections that happened in that room last year, that was just tremendous too. Something else about it that somebody in the Wish Society just said was that one of the families who came last year, one of the Wish families who was there, said, wishes give hope. And for kids who are going through something that no kid should ever have to go through and struggle with, and that being in that room and seeing people, just seeing people care about them that much. It's more than the wish. It's that people love them that much. So, oh, she said, oh, I'll let you read that because otherwise I won't make it through that comment.
Allie says, I can always see his big grin in the audience, arms folded and so seriously engaged in every word, every note.
Yeah, that was him. And then Gary, were you able to say something, Gary, about it? Because last year was your first experience with doing the concert. So Gary is a return performer. Allie did the concert because she loved Joe and has a heart for giving and loves my family. But Gary came back this year. Actually was asking about the concert. So
cool.
Gary, I'd love to hear what you have to say and what you got from the concert last year. I know you told me. I have a post because he sent me his blurb about the concert and why he wants to be there. So yeah,
that's great. And you're doing it again. It's this Saturday. There's still a few places left if you're interested in getting tickets.
Yes. And if you are interested in getting tickets, Trina's going to have a code that she can give you. So if you reach out to her through Run It Studios, or if you personally message me, and the performers have that code too. So if you know one of the performers, we have buy one, get one free VIP tickets because we're so passionate about this. We want people to just be there in the room to see how beautiful it is, the connections that we can make with that.
For sure. So I think that going back around and making it networking part of it, people often say it becomes a family networking. And sometimes I get a little like, you still have to have your business and you stay professional, but it is true. There is a level of you're going to connect with certain people and they are going to be a part of your circle. And that's going to become so important when life happens, like life happened to you.
Exactly.
And I remember, it was the networking. Okay, well, we're putting meals together, guys. This is our person. We're taking care of her. We're going to get her through this the best we can. And so that's what I like to say is it's the magical part of something that you do for your business, you do for your work, but you also do it for your soul too. I mean, it's just, we got another note here. Gary.
From Gary.
Okay. Gary says, yes, I learned it from Jerry. I was the Relay for Life logistics coordinator for 15 years. Very
wow.
taught school and coaching. coached for 35 years. So this was right up my alley. I knew Jerry keeps slipping up.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Go down just a little for me.
It was right up her alley. She knew Jerry and they were introduced through a mutual friend. And oh yeah, Jerry came and listened to you with high standards, yes. And the Professors of Marianne. That's something that a lot of people might not know, is that Gary is a prominent member of the Professors of Marianne. And a duet that he had for a while. And he said,
so glad to be part
of it. It's a top-notch deal. I could feel the love of everyone in the room, and every conversation I had with everyone was all about doing something positive for Joe and Make-A-Wish.
Awesome.
Thank you, Gary. That you know, what you just said is so important. I think sometimes we are taught to keep our business and our personal life separate. At least that's the old school way of thinking. Is that how you came to the business world?
Yeah, business is business, and for the longest time, you almost don't act like you have a life outside of work.
Exactly. but now I think with all of the ways that people connect, social media, this is something I use in my coaching business all the time, that I tell people about networking, is people do business with you.
Yes.
And how you do business, your business is a part of your story.
Yeah.
And I learned that a long time ago from Cat Williams, and then again from Jerry. It's all one thing.
Yeah.
And when everybody came forward, I was on autopilot. For those out there who don't know, we lost Joe completely unexpectedly. He came home from work, went out to mow the yard, and then he was gone. So this is not even something that we were dealing with or working up to.
It was just
our whole lives had been about the kids and taking care of the kids and having them walk through life with their heads high and dealing with their disease but not letting it define them. And then in that moment, time stood still. And I know there are people out there who really get that. And business and personal life are not separate. There's no real world where that is actually a thing. Your personal life is who you are, and it's a part of it. And I love that about ING. ING really came about because of a personal situation for Jerry that was affecting her attendance in a past networking group. And here was this incredible woman standing by her mom's side on a cancer journey, who was being criticized by the people in charge, even though she had covered her bases. And at that moment in time, she and a group of us were like, no, that is not what Jerry has a hashtag, damn it, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, that's our hashtag in our family, is damn it, Joe. So, at that moment in time, life happens.
Yeah.
And having these amazing business people with heart surrounding you and becoming a family like that. I had people covering for me with clients. I had people from ING showing up at my door with paper products because I didn't even think about the fact that my house would be full of people. People that I didn't really personally know from ING, just coming and being in the back of the funeral home so that I could see them back there, just supporting. When things change your life, you have a couple of choices. You can shut down, or you can take it and show the love that was there and present. And I've always tried to surround myself with that, and that is something that I am so proud of in ING, is Yes, it is about business, and we are so professional, and you get so many referrals for your business. But because they're referrals from the heart and the connection, they're they're better than I guess ordinary referrals. I don't even know how you would refer to that, but
They become very personal.
yes,
They really do. And that's something that I know a lot of people are wary of with networking.
hmm
You know, they're like, I don't want to give a thoughtless referral or a, pencil whip it. And that's something I've seen the effort go into in ING members are, hey, let's get together so I can get to know you, so I can refer you in good faith.
Yes,
And a good
absolutely.
conscience and know why you're doing what you do, what's your why, and then share that with other people. And that's something that has been really very cool to watch and learn and be a part of for sure.
And really in our society, people don't know often how to handle death. They don't know how to handle the loss of someone's loved one. And that was something to show the character of the ING members was that um I would just get messages, hey, I'm just thinking of you. Um, you know, so proud of you, or we love you, or hey, I have this today. What can I do for you? I would just come out of the house and there would just be things left on the porch for us. Um, uh, Alessandro DeLuca, we talk about Alex. Uh, he owns Italian Kitchen, and ING had collected funds because it is true. You have this house full of people and dropping by, and I was just functioning, and so were the people in our lives who were close to Joe, and I just would get a phone call saying, "Hey, food's on its way. Here we come." And people were picking it up and bringing it to me, and that's special. But the fact that I didn't have to think about anything and I trusted that I knew.
Yeah.
But not just that, the layers of things. Life insurance.
Yeah.
You have it, but because of networking, I knew who I could ask questions and trust, and the people who would step up and help me with those things. Um, Funeral arrangements, because of networking, I knew which funeral home to go to. There were so many things that I could make a decision on and trust because of my network. And so there are a lot of networking groups out there that are absolutely fabulous, and you definitely have to find the one that fits you and your business. But it's about referrals. It's about growing your business. But when Jerry came up with the name Inspiring New Growth, she did not want to limit it to just business. By inspiring new growth in our members and in their businesses, we inspire new growth in the community. So this concert was really a product of networking, because the networking in what I consider to be done right.
Yeah.
And it was about building relationships. So instead of having a concert, I called Allie and I knew she would produce the music side of things, but I told her, I want this to be a hybrid. I wanted this to be a hybrid of businesses, highlighting local businesses, of highlighting local entertainment, of highlighting the community. And so not only do we have these amazing performers, so we have my son Kyle, who's an incredible performer, happens to be a student of Allie's. She was his vocal coach. We have Gary. We have Heather White and the Little White Liars. We have Grace Plena, and then we have Allie and the Cats. And so if you have seen them, but if you haven't seen them in person, please go to each of their websites and find a video, because you don't want to miss them. This is incredible talent. But then we have like 20 vendors.
Yeah.
Highlighting their businesses, sharing with you, doing giveaways. Local sponsors. I'm going to try to go through those really quick. We have Motto Mortgage. It's a community mortgage company. We have your disability rep through the Resource Center is a sponsor. We have Select Hospital here in town. It's a rehabilitation hospital that is a sponsor. Now I have to pull it up because I'm going to drop it. That was 3 of them. Oh, Broco Garage Door Company. And these were people who came to me and said, we want to be a part of this experience and this event. And the shout out there for these people who show their heart through their business is just absolutely incredible. And this is going to freeze on me again. I do not know why my own event will not always let me in. So
Facebook is mad at us today.
Facebook is mad at us today.
You can just go to the Joe Rickman Memorial Concert
Yeah.
on Facebook, see the sponsors, check out their pages, give their page a like, same with the performers. AllieHutzel.com is where you can learn more about Allie and her career and her performances. Follow her Twitch stream. That's so fun. If you've ever watched a stream,
isn't she so fun? Yeah.
Very cool.
Allie is really cool.
A good time.
We all want to be Allie when we grow up. Only if we could have that hair, right?
Her and Tiffany's hair. Tiffany has the red curly, awesome hair.
Yeah. Tiffany Samples. Yes. They do have fun hair.
So, hair aside, go check out the concert, be a part of it. Now, my question to you was, for people that can't be at the concert, can we do like an online giving? Is there a link?
There is a link. And if you go into if you go into the concert Facebook, there'll be a link in there. But if you go online and you look up Wish Society, Make a Wish, there should be a page that pops up. And I don't have, it's like one of those really silly long links for it, but you can donate there. And as we get closer to the concert this week, you can go in and donate, and we'll have that posted everywhere.
Get that and share that.
Yes. So. Which, this is where I want to give a shout out to Trina and Run It Studios. If you have not gone to Run It Studios and checked out the Run Radio, the podcasts, the indie music, Trina has this gift of highlighting people and bringing that message out in them. And, again, Trina came to me and said, how can Run Radio help with this? And so I wouldn't know Trina without networking.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing to me though, because here's the way that things work in the world of networking. When you're consciously networking, all of a sudden you start making connections of people who've been in your orbit for a long time. So I did not know, but Trina and my daughter Anna knew each other and had done work together. And I didn't know that. And so, just like Allie and I knowing so many of the same people and who knew that was the point in time where we were going to be introduced to each other.
Yeah.
And so, please scroll through because, Allie's sharing information about where you can get more info. I know Allie does everything from live gigs at local places, but she also does house concerts. What? Yeah, did you not know that? Yes. So she can come in, just Allie. She has a solo. You can get Allie and Grace, or Allie and the Cats, or you can do a smaller ensemble somewhere between the duet